Okay, let's talk about jobs. It's the #1 issue in the country. Here in California, the state is phasing out a program that provides ready-to-go job skills for high school students in growth industries like healthcare and auto repair, which, by the way, is an industry where women are finally getting involved. Remember, there was a time when people who fixed cars were called grease monkeys or mechanics. Well, not anymore. The job of repairing cars now involves computers, electronics, and high-tech skills. They call them auto technicians now. This upgrade in auto technology is creating thousands of new jobs.
The job opportunities are great. In fact, the U.S. Department of Employment is predicting 3,600 new jobs annually through 2018, which is tremendous growth.
Still, people hired to repair cars will need to be up to speed on today's high-tech vehicles, which are loaded with computers and electronics. Would you believe there are more computers in today's cars than there were in the first lunar landing module? You know, the one that went to the moon. Indeed, take a look at this 1955 Chevy engine. Back then, people used to fix cars like this themselves. Not anymore. The average car today has about 16 computers and complicated electronics. There's now a shortage of people who can repair today's cars. This dealership in Orange County claims it will take 4 to 6 months just to find one qualified auto technician.
We have immediate need for 2, probably future expansion for 4, and then we have a hard time to fill them.
So this is a growth industry.
Yeah, and I'm only one dealership, and this is common for all the dealerships in Orange County.
Actually, in garages, one thing that hasn't changed, well, you don't see many women working at auto repair jobs. I haven't seen too many women in doing this job.
There's a few, but they're probably 1 in 100 maybe.
How many of those jobs will go to women, you think?
I think a larger and larger percentage each year.
Things are changing already. Meet Eileen Melendez. She was the 2-time national champion in the Hot Rodders of Tomorrow Engine Builders competition. That's right, Eileen was judged to be the best junior engine builder in America twice. When did you get interested in fixing cars?
It's been a family thing. My dad has always been into cars. My grandpa has been a mechanic ever since, so I kind of just grew up into it, loved it ever since.
How old were you when you began fixing your first car?
About 10 or 12 years old. My grandpa was holding the hood up for me while I just played around with things.
Eileen studied auto technology in a 4-year high school class, now being phased out by the state of California. In fact, this man, 20-year-old J.D. Greenhalgh, working at a Toyota dealership in Southern California, got his initial training in auto mechanics at that same high school career tech class.
Oh, it was very valuable. I feel like it set me up to basically make progress into my life and become the technician that I am today.
Working next to JD, Luis Luera says he learned basic auto mechanics at that same career tech class in high school. Did that high school course play a role in what you're doing now?
Oh, of course, because that's where I started from, you know.
Now these same career tech classes that are preparing students for jobs in growth industries like auto repair will be eliminated because they are so-called categorical earmark programs that Governor Brown is cutting.
Now the way we create greater control is we eliminate most of the categorical programs because they are built on bureaucracy, on auditing, on non-teachers being increasingly hired to manage the various complicated flows of money.
Master mechanics like Gary Upton, who hires high school trained technicians, wants to see career tech classes retained.
A high school program, as I've seen in the past, is very well thought out, very well done. And to lose that program, you would lose a part of the industry that we're going to need in the next 20 to 30 years. These cars are becoming more and more complicated as time goes by. And you need to have the young people come up from the high school level.
Another career tech high school course aimed at giving students job-ready skills involves healthcare, a booming industry in California,
where thousands of jobs are being created every year. This program is now being phased out also because of the change in education funding formula. This class is providing ready-to-go job skills for people like Stephanie Zamora, who wants to become a nurse.
I just feel like it's so rewarding, like you get to help people.
George Chavez will become the first in his family to graduate from high school.
My long-term goal is to become an anesthesiologist, and this program really, in my opinion, I think it's really going to help me get there.
What do you hope to become in the medical field?
A neonatal nurse practitioner. It's a specialist that works with newborn babies that are like sick or have abnormal problems, and I work to help and bring them back to health.
Why do you want to do that?
I love babies, and I was a sick baby myself.
Actually, other career tech classes in culinary work, computers, construction, and other fields will also be phased out under the new education funding formula, although school district officials say these classes appeal to students who might otherwise drop out.
They can take programs in high school now that will give them the skills and actually be able to graduate and leave high school with skills to go out and work.
Meantime, Eileen Melendez is preparing for what she hopes will be an exciting career.
Probably be able to work for NASCAR someday, hopefully.
What would you do for NASCAR?
I would like to actually be able to work with the chassis itself or the engine itself, making it faster, more equipped for the races.